What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and let's review Eternals. Now, I'm on the cuff a little bit, just saying. I don't know if I love this movie. I have to watch it again, but I'm on the cuff a little smidge. Not a perfect movie, but a movie that I absolutely loved. But before I get into the review, hit that subscribe button, turn that notification to get notified when videos like this, so much more drop. Yeah, let's get started. Now, we got the story. Now, the story of Eternals is not too hard or complicated to follow. It's basically the Eternals have lived for thousands and thousands, hundreds of years, and somewhere along the way they split up, and now the Eternals have to come back together because the Deviants are now back and they wreaking havoc. So I guess Eternals assemble. Now the story is not too complicated to really follow. Spoiler warning, because I'm going to be talking about some spoilers in this review, but as far as the story goes, it's not too complicated to follow. And the big twist at the end, that Icarus was really in on it and not see coming at all. Like, Icarus turning on the rest of the Eternals, and all that he knew all along that the emergence was coming, and just him being evil Superman, like, that was fantastic. I think he did a really good job of sowing the seeds of him kind of turning on the Eternals. But yeah, the big twist was really great, and even the individual stories as well. Yeah, now let's move on to the action, because there's not a whole lot of action in this film, but when there was action, it was really great. Each character's powers was really great displayed on the big screen, and how they used their powers was really great, and how they explained their powers was really amazing, and all the action scenes was really just great. I mean, there's only like 3 action scenes and 1 big action scene, the final act of the film. But yeah, the action was amazing. The VFX was amazing. You know, Athena's weapons was great. Everything about their powers in general was just amazing. And I have to shout out this one character, because her powers was amazing. Which the character I'm talking about is Makari. Now, her powers was just amazing. Now, I'm not gonna say that her powers was betrayed. Well, it was betrayed well. I don't know if I loved it more than the Flash's power, like on the CW or in the DCEU, but I think her powers, like, she has speed powers, so of course her powers gonna be amazing. But I'm just saying that I don't know if I loved her speed powers more, or the Flash's. But yeah, nonetheless, her powers was great. I think they portrayed her powers amazing. And yeah, Fastos, him building any technology out of anything was amazing. Even Cersei's powers was just portrayed amazing. Everybody's powers was just really great. The only characters that I honestly really have to say that their powers just kind of wasn't doing it for me a little bit was Kingo and Jurek. But yeah, as the action goes, it was amazing. But now let's move on to the characters, because the action moved this to like a whole nother level, but the characters the characters was great. Now the characters have their own individual stuff going on. We have Icarus kind of doing his own thing, Cersei being leader. The characters was absolutely fantastic. We have Fastos and his family and what's going on with him. We have Druid. His character was absolutely amazing. Sprite, her own character arc was amazing. Kingo was great. Kingo, he's more on the comedy side of things, which I will talk about in a minute. But yeah, every character really had their own arc, their own story to really flow along. Like, it was just amazing. Every character was great. I felt like every character had enough screen time. Every character was just heavily involved, came to play. And the characters was just amazing. Now, I would have to say some character arcs were better than others. But yeah, just as a whole, The character arcs in this movie was just absolutely amazing, and it really goes down to the cast as well, because this cast is probably my second best cast. And the number one being the cast of the Avengers. But yeah, this cast was absolutely amazing. I love this cast. The characters was just amazing. Now, let's move on to the comedy, because the comedy was really, really pictured perfectly. Like, you know how it goes, normal Marvel comedy will go. But the comedy was placed really, really well in this film, and throughout the film as well. Kingo, which I talked about in the character arc back, and Kingo was amazing. He was funny. Like every character was really funny in their own way, but it was really Kingo that kind of lifted the comedy forward of this film. There's not really much to say about the comedy, but yeah, like the comedy was really, really great. I laughed, I chuckled, it was really, really great. Now, just to really wrap this film just in a bow, I'm just right there just to saying I love this movie. But yeah, I love the action. The comedy was placed perfectly. The action was amazing. The characters, stories was even better. The Celestials and the VFX, the places, the locations, the VFX on the powers, the way they moved, the way how the Celestials looked was absolutely glorious and incredible to look at. But yeah, I'm gonna kick it off to you guys. What do you guys think of the Eternals? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you think it was woke? Did you like some of the character decisions that they made, or in general? Yeah, I want to hear your guys' thoughts in the comment section down below. With that being said, hit that subscribe button to never notification to get notified of more Eternals videos and more videos such as this drop. With that being said, I'll see all you Eternals in the next video.